Be still. Gotta fight your battles. Be still. Gotta fight your battles. Be still. Gotta fight your battles. Gotta fight your battles if you just be still. Why I started off this video with that. That's what was in my spirit. Most High said, be still, be quiet. Keep it on the hush. Don't say nothing. Ain't gonna be no talking while I'm doing my thing. The Most High said that angels have been dispatched. Karma is being issued for everything and everyone. Be quiet, because I keep hearing, thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And I keep hearing it in a song form. So it's gonna be grand and theatrics are going to take place. But preparing that table before you in the presence of your enemy, maintain your humility. Maintain your grace. You know? That's what the divine wants you to do. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to retaliate. You don't have to address the karmics when they attack you. You don't have to grace them with a response or indulge them with a reaction. No, we have grown past primitive reaction. We have worked through our traumas and our triggers. We have grown and evolved. We won't be moved by something as immature as you jabbing at our pain. We have embraced our pain, and so we are able to be still when the divine says be still, and we have the discipline to be quiet and to contain ourselves when we are told to do so, because we answer to a greater power than our emotions. We answer to a greater power than our distractions. We answer to a greater power than your attempts at disruption and destruction. So no, we will not worry about any of these things that are being brought on us. There have been spiritual attacks released, and the Most High showed this to me, but I wasn't sure, because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I go on spiritual talk, or I watch the news. I want to know what's going on in the cosmic news, just to see who's getting what messages, just to see what's out there, what's being broadcasted through the mediums, psychics, prophets, evangelists, teachers, healers, readers, seers. I wasn't sure, because I was like, am I hearing this correctly, Most High? Are you telling me that there have been demonic attacks on people's families and their children? That a demonic attack was set against children? Is that what you're telling me, Most High? Like, I thought the witchcraft and stuff was over with. You know what? The Most High showed me a person that was empathic, like someone who's very sensitive and psychic, clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, I think. Anyway, this person very sensitive. Most High showed me another person that just glared at a picture of them angrily. Do you know it? That person felt it. They felt the anger. Somebody wished harm on a divine one, and all the divine one got was a pimple. This person glared at them, hated them, 4:44 o'clock, wished death on them, sent demonic attacks out, prayed to their divine one and their ancestors to send out attacks on this person. And this person's so divinely protected that all they got was a pimple. A pimple. So this is why Divine says you don't have to say anything. You don't have to respond. You don't have to react because you are divinely protected. And I even heard today a person that I really liked watching their videos because it was so encouraging. But this person was saying that there's a toxic teaching that if you're divinely protected, you won't be affected by the bad things. And they said that was toxic and that people need to heal who are saying that, because we're gonna experience some of the negativity, some of the bad things. But here's where that's a yes and a no. That's a yes and a no, because your experience is shaped by your perception of reality. And she was saying no matter how high you vibrate, you're going to still endure some hardship or experience some of the pain. And you may. That is the truth. Because we're human. And all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. We've all fallen at some point off of that vibration. You know, you can be soaring high. And, it's a bit of bad news got you down in the dumps. And that's understood. However, raising your frequency is also, the Most High showed me in molecules that, and the more these two particles collided, in order to join permanently, they had to do it more frequently. So how often can you bounce back? Like, how fast can you bounce back? How, during your training, in your spiritual journey, have you learned to be more resilient, more flexible? Have you learned to bounce back quicker and stronger? Like, have you been exercising that ability? Because in order for the particles to collide and form a bond, they have to lose an electron. So have you released and let go of those things that are necessary for you to bond with your divine counterpart, and to bond with Source, and to bond with the Most High, and to bond with your journey, and to bond with your soul purpose? Like, have you released that electron? That's how the divine was showing it to me. Because I'm seeing, quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is two particles that when something happens to one, it happens to the other. The evil ones know about quantum entanglement too. So quantum entanglement is used to describe how twin flames work. If you look up the research on it, it's saying that two particles, they are connected, and time and space do not matter. But what happens to one affects the other. The other one experiences it. And it's a synchronicity and simultaneous experience that they cannot understand how that's possible, that time and space have no effect on it. And that's how twin flames are as well. So people thinking that they gonna attack your twin to get to you, or something like that. That's why the Most High said, be still and be quiet, because the spiritual attacks that you have been encountering, they may have been attacking your twin. They might have been attacking your children. But then the attack came to you. And when it came to you, because they was protected, because you been praying over these people, and you been covering these people, and you love these people, and these people are under your umbrella. Okay? So when it hit you, all you got was a pimple. When it hit you, the Most High got the memo and said, oh, they sent an attack at my chosen one. See, y'all gotta understand how, kingdoms work. And how hierarchies work. And this is not just for, bloodlines of royalty. Yes, but we are all royal bloodline. We are royal priesthood, the chosen ones. We are the sons and daughters of the King, the Most High, you know? So how does that hierarchy work? The hierarchy of the souls is as such. Certain levels have certain advantages, perks, privileges, abilities, because they have access to greater knowledge, greater information, more high tech. So you don't have to address things such as that. If you are the son or daughter of the King and someone attacks you, a karmic attacks you verbally, on your page, or sends out demons, it is beneath you to even address that, because that's not on your frequency. You don't even, because of your frequency, you can't even understand why people would do something like that, because you just don't resonate with that type of energy, with malice and resentment, hatred, envy. And you don't resonate with it, so you don't understand it. So how can you address it? You can't. You'd have to come down to address it, and we are not coming down in frequency. We are requiring others to come up to meet us. If you want to be in my presence, on my level, you have to come up, because the Most High, we are ambassadors for Christ's consciousness, or Christ. We are representation of God in the earth. So if God's not going to come down in frequency, it's required that we elevate, that we rise in frequency. Because if God comes down, then that is to say it is no longer the Most High. It has now fallen. So we must rise up. That's the only way it can happen. And we can't do that by meeting and addressing every distraction the enemy throws at us to get us to step down a step. Just think about it. Relax and know that everything is going to work out for your highest good. So long as you be still, be quiet, and allow the divine to do what it is doing.